Good morning, pets, bitches, and losers, on all you fabulous doms, ladies, sex workers out there. How the hell are you? Let me get some coffee. Oh, shit's hot. Shit. Oh, let me grab my purse and get my little thingy out. There's some shit I want to talk about. So I wrote stuff down. Okay, first and foremost, what I want to talk about is, ladies, I appreciate all of you. Whoa. I almost wrecked my car. I appreciate all y'all following me. I really do. On Twitter and on here. But I'm going to tell you something. If I see that you follow me on Twitter and you do not have an adult website verification, I have gone over this, I don't know how many times on multiple videos. I'll give you like a week to get that set up. If you want, hit me up and I'll give you a referral link to Avian Stars. That's what I use. That's my preferred site. I do have a OnlyFans. I don't do OnlyFans because I just didn't like their layout. And a lot of people are having issues with getting paid out. But I'm sure there's plenty of people that have no issues with it. So, pick whichever one you want, whether it's OnlyFans, Avian Stars, whatever, a adult site that you have to send them your ID proving you are of age. Now, some of you might be like, well, I don't want people to find out who I am. They are not sharing that information with anybody. So even if you have one of those sites, you can put a fake name or whatever. You don't have to put your real name or any of that shit, but it proves that you are of age. So if I do not start seeing that you ladies are getting your adult website verifications, I'm going to block you. Because you're telling me one of two things. A, you're underage. B, you're too fucking lazy to do something that needs to be done. So you don't need to be following me anyways. Sorry if that sounds fucking harsh, but that's it. I have no desire to have girls under 18 following me on Twitter, seeing shit that I post. I know there's plenty of others you can, but not my thing. I'm sorry. And I don't want to see them either. So I will always follow back if you have, if you have the proper shit. So anywho, there's that. Sorry, God, it is freezing outside and now my nose, it's been doing so good not running, but now it's running like crazy. So I'm like, all right, so here's something for you subs. Ladies, pay attention to this too. There is nothing more irritating than a fucking sub that, well, you know what? You're not even a fucking sub. You're a kinkster. Because subs don't say this. So I fucking apologize to any subs if you think I am saying this is you, because it's not, because true subs won't do this shit. So there's nothing worse than when guys come into your DMs and they're like, if you really enjoyed what you did and you were a true dominant, you wouldn't charge. I really, 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 really love my vanilla job. I love doing hair. So because I love doing hair, I shouldn't charge for it. Because, all the money that I have spent, buying my tools and clothing and all the time it takes and education and stuff like that in my vanilla and dom job, I shouldn't be charging. Yeah. So if you want a girl who is not going to charge you for fulfilling your kink, dudes, then go find a fucking girlfriend who's into that shit. But otherwise, fuck off. Because guess what? We're not your fucking girlfriend. You're paying for a service. And then some of you might be like, well, why do I have to pay to talk to you? Because you're fucking using up my time. You know? The thing is, you guys are so... If you want free shit, go to Pornhub. Go to fucking Pornhub. It's free. If you want interaction with somebody, you gotta pay for it. Sorry. So this whole thing where these guys are saying, well, yeah, you must not really be into what you do if you have to pay for it. Ladies, that's an instant block when somebody says that shit to you, and move the fuck on. I will tell you, ladies, anytime I have a guy that comes into my DMs and starts giving me a hard time, I don't even fucking argue with them. I don't argue with them. I just fucking block them. I'm like, you know what? If you're already giving me a hard fucking time about shit, about my price, about my time, about how I look, about this and that and da. You think it's going to get any fucking better? You think that you're going to be able to convince these guys, you know, oh no, that's not really, fuck that. There's nothing to convince. That is not your job to fucking convince them that you are exactly what they need and want in this world. Don't be desperate. Don't be desperate. Learn. Remember, you are always in control, ladies. Do not let them control you. That is called topping from the bottom. And fuck that. So stop with the whole like, oh, I mean, why should I have to pay to see your content when I can go on Pornhub and see it for free? Well, then you can't. Well, then go to Pornhub. I don't get it. Like, then go. Obviously, if you're asking for content from somebody, you want to see that specific person. What? All that shit that is on Pornhub, somebody got paid to do that. All those people fucking and sucking on Pornhub got paid to do that. So, yeah. Stop thinking that, then move on. Fucking drives me nuts. God, this is so hot. Okay. Oh, I had a girl ask me, how do you find what your path in this is, like what your kink is, what you like to do, so on and so forth? This guy is just, dude, why are people so stupid? I swear to God, stupidity at its fucking finest ahead of me. So how I got into the whole BDSM thing was I worked in the adult industry, and I was hired to do some videos and some photo shoots, fetish stuff. And I was like, okay. And I kind of was like, oh, I like this and I like that. And, like I said, I met my mentor on a shoot, and we started dating, and, I was submissive to him, and, I felt out what I liked, what I didn't like, and realized I really wasn't a true submissive. I'm not really even a switch. But then also working in the industry, when they would, say, okay, we want you to do this to this person, or we're going to have somebody do this to you. Which honestly, when I was doing videos and photo shoots, it was great kind of being a switch, because then I got to experience the sensation of stuff that you do to people. So I knew what they were also feeling. Some stuff I was like, ooh. Some stuff I was like, fuck that. But, and then when I started getting mentored about becoming a pro dom, because I never really wanted, I never kind of wanted that DS relationship, personal relationship. I mean, I had lifestyle subs, but as far as a boyfriend or something like that, nah, not my thing. Yeah, just, it never has been. But yeah, I've had lifestyle subs that have become very good friends and so on and so forth. But as I've spoken about in a couple videos back, I always got them through sessions and stuff like that. So that's how I figured stuff out. But I will even tell you, online's different too. I've had to be like, ooh, what do I like to do via virtual, you know, I guess not virtual, but you know, online stuff, because it's different. It's to me, in-person sessions much fucking easier than online. Much easier. So I've had to figure out what I like to do and what I don't like to do online too, just by trial and error and so on and so forth. So I don't really know, I guess through trial and error. One thing I've always said to you guys, if you do something and it really, you just don't like it, or if like a sub's like, hey, I want you to, you know, do X, Y, and Z while you video, or, you know, if you don't like to video chat, if it makes you uncomfortable, don't do it. There are apps where you can do like texting. There are also phone ones. I would rather do like a video one than a phone one. I don't know. I don't know. But if you just are, and if you're not in the fucking mood to do it, there are many times when subs hit me up when I just got off fucking work, working a 9-hour day on my feet, and then they're like, hey, you want to do a session? I'm like, I'm fucking tired. I am not in the mood. Sometimes because I am tired, I'm in a really good mood to be like, it's just, you gotta, I guess, you know, be like, well, if somebody asks you for something and you don't know what the fuck it is, Google it. You know, some people are like, well, how the hell do you do a CBT session? Cock and ball torture. Via online. Well, you can have them do stuff to themselves. You just have to coordinate it and explain it to them. So, yeah. So, I mean, there's different ways. You got to kind of find your own thing. If, you know, what piques your interest, and maybe try it. And then you're like, oh, I don't like that. So, that's the way. I don't know any other way. What are you drawn to? What excites you? What doesn't excite you? If it doesn't excite you, then stay the fuck away from it. So yeah, so Sunday I had to, for fucking 9 hours, we had our corporate meeting for work, and oh my god, I wanted to video afterwards, but I was so exhausted. I had a really good week at work last week, which is awesome, but I was just so drained. There is so much stuff I want to do with all of this, as far as content goes and photo shoots and all kinds of stuff. But I will honestly tell you, I am a busy bitch. For those of you that actually have vanilla jobs and then you sit there and pump out content and everything like that, fucking bravo to you guys. I don't want this to become a burden to me, because like I said, I do this because I really fucking enjoy it. It's not like I'm making a shit ton of money on it. I mean, I have my moments where, you know, people do me good, but I don't consistently do great, or shit, there's times I won't see a fucking tribute for a while. Oh my god, that's so hot. And that's okay. Whatever. I feel like the subs that come to me are sometimes really different than subs that go to the younger girls. Now, I do not mean any shade to anybody. Let me explain this. I am, as you guys know, if you watch my fucking videos, I am no nonsense. I am like, bitch. I sometimes feel like some subs or kinksters, they want to be, bossed around by a bratty, cute young girl. And that's fine. I am older, and that's okay. I tend to get subs that really are subs. I do get a couple kinksters, which I'm fine with, but I'm saying when I get a sub, they really are subs. They have served people in the past. They really want a dominant female in their life. So yeah, and sadly, I think those are far and in between. I think there's more kinksters out there than anything, which, hey, I'm down for a fucking kinkster. I like doing, oh my God, CBT is one of my favorite fucking things to do. I wish more motherfuckers would hit me up so I could session with them, So yeah, I think I am a certain niche for certain subs. I don't take any bullshit. I just am and I'm not saying other people do, so don't get your fucking panties or dicks in a wad, whatever. Just don't. I am a required taste, and not a lot of people like my taste, so, and that's okay. I don't really care. So yeah, I did have an interesting question. What is the hardest thing about being you? Let me list the ways. Let me list it. So I think the question was actually, what's hard about being a dominant female? I am only speaking for myself. There are a lot of DS relationships that are amazing. I see them. There are a couple doms on my Twitter that I follow that have lovely, 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 amazing DS relationships in their vanilla life. Not vanilla life, but you know what I mean? In their personal life. They are actually with a sub who is their, partner or whatever. It's basically a female-led relationship, and it works for them. It works for them. The hardest thing for me is having a relationship in my personal life with a man at this point. Because I just don't take any shit. I do need a strong alpha type male, but yet I will never think that a male can overshadow me or rule me in that way. So I haven't found somebody that, what's the word? I don't want you to be submissive to me, but I also don't want you to try to dominate me. So So yeah, it's hard. I can think back on some of my relationships, and I have one definitely that I really, oh my God, he was amazing. He worshipped women. He was one of 6, I think, either 5 or 6, and he was the only boy, and he was the youngest, and he was an oops, so it's like he was brought up by his sisters. So he just worshipped women, but also was no fucking joke. But oh my God, too bad that didn't work out. And then I think about my other relationship that, yeah, I was at a different, when I started seeing him when I completely pieced out on my whole BDSM thing, and it worked. I don't know if it worked now. It was one of the better relationships I was in, but I don't know if it would work now. He's such a fucking narcissist. I don't think I could handle it. He's a great guy, but Jesus Christ, the validation. Ugh. If I have to validate your ass constantly, because I don't need to be fucking validated, because I know who and what I am. So, yeah, I can't fucking deal with that. Like, even with subs, if I have to constantly reassure you that you're such a good little pet and all that other shit, I can't fucking, I can't. I'm not a fucking hand holder. That doesn't mean I don't have empathy. It doesn't mean I can't be there for people. But oh my God, being a sub is really, you gotta have some fucking balls. You gotta be strong. You have to fucking be like, you have a lot of courage to be able, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking kill this person. I swear. Okay, I'm trying to like just calm down. Woosah. Yeah, a sub, like, being submissive is one of the fucking strongest thing somebody can do. Is you are holding out your emotions, your body, your soul to somebody to take control of and fulfill things that in the eyes of certain people are dirty, but but I just personally can't be in a personal relationship like that. So yeah, dating is a little, but you know what? I'm to a point where I don't give 2 fucks. I have my hookup boys. I get laid plenty. Yeah, I have my booty call boys, as I call them. So I don't know. Sometimes it's like, would it be nice to have a partner to share things with? I don't know. I'm okay. I have friends that I can share shit with and talk to and so on and so forth. So yeah, I would say, if anything, that's the hardest thing for me, is to, like, find a partner in life. And this is not a fucking video to be like, hit me up, boys. I'm just saying, somebody asked me that. And one other thing that is just hard. People, oh my God, hold on, I got sniff, sorry. I will be so glad when I can finally fucking blow my nose. Couple more weeks. What the fuck was I saying? Okay. I just remembered. Another thing that, oh my God, is so hard is, as you get older, you just do not have the energy level as you do when you're in your 20s, 30s, even 40s. I need more sleep. I need to eat better. I need to work out all the time, which I haven't been able to do. I just also the mental stimulation that we now have with social media and everything else is bombarding, and I need to step away from it. I don't want to get anxiety because of it. That's a thing. People, they cannot put their fucking phones down and walk away. And I don't want to constantly be on my phone texting or posting or whatever. So I probably would maybe even do better if I did have that obsession. But honestly, it just makes me a more well-rounded person, and to not fucking constantly be engaged. I have to be engaged constantly at work, and sometimes I want to just come home and I want to fucking chill and not deal with anything. So as I've gotten older, I would say it's just, I just don't have that go that I used to have. Not that I'm not a go-getter and I don't go get what I want. It's just I need to fucking take some time and decompress. My mental health is much more important than anything else. If I feel my mental health is suffering or struggling, I will fucking walk away from things like that. I will not allow things or people to affect me negatively in any way anymore. So that's the one good thing, is I just am like, fuck you. No. And just because, as I've said in the past, that you have that mentality does not mean I'm a bitch. It just means that I'm not tolerating shit. So, yeah. So those are kind of like the two things that are the hardest. Otherwise, you're a threatening individual being a woman if you have a dominant side to you. A lot of men are threatened by that. And if you're good with being in a relationship where your man is submissive to you, hey, more power to you. I got this fucking mental block thing with that. They can't, I'm just like, so now I fucking get off when men are submissive to me and I am, their dom, but not in a personal relationship way. That's just me. I do not. Sometimes I wish, I don't know, people are like, you never know, you can meet the right one. Yeah, you're absolutely right, but I have not met the right one. So there you have it. But that's about it. If I missed any questions, you guys hit me up. Subs. If you've been lurking on my Twitter, being like, what's she about? And you're interested in serving, then send a small tribute and let's start talking. But or if you want a session with me, as I say in my pinned tweet, if you want to talk about a session, send a small tribute and we will talk about it. And if we go through with the session, I will. And everybody's like, well, you say if. I don't want to give you money if. Well, I need to talk to you about sessioning and about what you're into and how you want to do it and so on and so forth. So that's my time. And I have talked to subs before about sessioning and, like, and then it never comes to fruition. So I just fucking wasted 20 minutes of my time for you to fucking get some, like, little fantasy in your head. So if you don't, that's fine. Because how I look at it, unless I'm like, if somebody's like, if you want to schedule that's another thing I'm going to say. If you guys want a session, you can. It's very rare when somebody actually catches me and is like, can you session right now? And I'm like, okay. My foot bitch, I've done that with. I think I fucking scared him off because I called him a fucking loser. Just because, see, that's what happens when you fucking get like a session and you're not like, I'm like, and I'm yelling at him and shit comes out and I'm like, fuck, I haven't really even talked to him about like, dude, what do you like, you know? So anywho, I like to discuss it. It doesn't have to be a fucking huge fucking tribute, just something to show that you're serious and not a time waster. So also, as I was saying, stop fucking acting like we should like jump, unless somebody is like, look for when girls announce that they're online and they're going to be sessioning and so on and so forth. I usually need fucking some time. I need to be like, let's coordinate this. I'll tell you when. And you got to put a fucking deposit down. Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple. Because especially if it's a day off and shit, God, I gotta fucking get ready and everything like that. I know you guys want to think that we fucking sit around, you know, all glammed up 24 fucking 7, but we don't. And, yeah, so if I'm actually having to fucking coordinate time in my day, and everybody's like, oh, you make it sound like it's such a issue. I got a lot of shit I got to do on my days off. I don't just fucking sit around and eat fucking bonbons. So if I have to like coordinate shit, and get all ready and shit like that, guess what? You are fucking giving me a fucking deposit. And if you don't show up for your fucking session and do what you're supposed to do, or if you're late, you fucking lose your deposit. Okay. So anyhow, I'm at work. It's fucking cold. Georgia is not supposed to get this cold. So anywho, thanks for watching. And girls, as I said, if you've made it all the way through this fucking video, go get your adult website verification. I am going to start blocking people next week. For the ones that have been following me and don't have any fucking adult website verification. And trust me, some of you, I look at you and I'm like, oh yeah, you're not of age. And if you haven't gotten adult website verification, and I've had some girls that have hit me up and I'm like, I would love to follow you back. Here's a link. Go do this. And then they ghost. So that makes me believe, oh, they're not of age. So just do that. I know when we're younger, we think we know everything, and maybe you do in your life, but I don't want to deal with anybody who's underage. Turn 18 and bam, I'm with you, babe. So anyways, guys, have a fucking fabulous day. Ladies, get out there and fucking slay the day. And for the rest of you, you know what you're supposed to fucking do. Tribute, bitch!